Hello again. Let us say that you have already decided to meet with a therapist, and perhaps you are in the process of looking for someone who might really fit you. And sometimes you may take the option of looking around in your own locality, or you may look at someone whose fees might fit around your budget. But sometimes this may not be the best possible criteria to make your decision about your therapist. For instance, in the last 2 years, many therapists have shifted their practice online. And it gives you a really good opportunity to find the right therapist, irrespective of the location, who fits specifically you and your needs. So before we go into the steps, let's first understand why the right fit is important. It is very important that you feel comfortable enough with this person to be able to open up with this person. You need to be able to feel safe with your therapist to be honest with them. And depending upon your goals and what you specifically want to work on, you need to be able to perhaps share your deepest fears or insecurities, your concerns, your dreams, your desires, and so on. So it is extremely important to have a good level of connect and comfort with your therapist. Now, though your therapist will work with you over time to build this genuine, warm, and empathic relationship with you, it is important for you to feel that some of that connection in the initial meeting when you actually make a decision. So in this video, I talk about 3 steps that you can follow to choose the therapist who is perhaps the right fit for you. Number 1, you can ask for an introductory meeting with your therapist to have any questions clarified or answered. Typically, most therapists would offer a brief 20 to 30 minutes discussion to talk about the basic details about the process and also to answer your questions and offer clarifications. Typically, this is not charged for. And you can ask about how the therapy process will work, or how will the interaction will be, what will be the frequency of meeting, what approach the therapist might take to address, to work with you on your challenge, about confidentiality, the fee structure, duration of therapy, how will cancellations be dealt with, and how therapy would be ended, etc. And you can also ask for their professional qualifications, experience in this particular field, and experience in working with people with a specific challenge that you are facing, and so on and so forth. Usually, most therapists would prefer not to answer any personal questions regarding their private life, because this would somewhere impact the therapeutic process adversely. So it is important that you get a sense that your therapist is answering your questions openly and earnestly. Number 2, look for listening, understanding, and warmth. Though you may ask about professional qualifications, etc., that is just one criteria for a good therapist. You need to feel that you are being given full attention and you are being listened to, and that your therapist is able to understand what you are saying. Typically, a good therapist would paraphrase what you said to kind of check whether they have understood you right. And they may also ask you to correct them or address any gaps, if any. And they also would not pronounce any judgment or impose any of their values on you. So see if you're getting their 100% attention and if you're able to feel their genuine concern even in that introductory call. Number 3, listen to your gut feeling. It is important that you feel comfortable with the therapist, the way they talk to you, their demeanor, their confidence, and your overall feeling about the person needs to be positive and should give you hope. Not any high claims, but hope. The counselor will not offer you any instant solutions to your problems, but they will be facilitating your progress. So it is important that you feel at an instinctual level that this is a person that you really want to work with. Of course, after a few sessions, if you feel uncomfortable, it is important and you can bring it up to your therapist and then talk about it to your therapist. And your therapist needs to be open to your feedback, understand your needs, and typically would alter their approach to suit you. It is important for you to feel that sense of safety and comfort and connection with your therapist. Now, having said that, if the situation is that you have met with many therapists and you have not been able to be comfortable with any of them, then perhaps you may want to look inwards to see what exactly is causing this discomfort with many therapists. So here we are. So the 3 steps for you to find a therapist who is a right fit for you. Ask for your questions and clarifications with your therapist. Ask for their credentials. Ask about confidentiality, everything. Then the second one is see whether they are able to listen to you and they are really understanding you well and you get that comfort with the therapist. 3, listen to your gut feeling. Do you feel that this is the right person for you to work with at a very instinctuous level? Yeah. So if you have decided to go ahead, all the very best. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you soon with another video which will be of your interest. See you.